can control the space around your vehicle, you've got to understand the space around your vehicle. There are actually three factors to consider in space management: area, path, and condition. This might be a good time to grab a pen and write a few things down.
Wait, I'm driving.
No, not you. Please don't write anything down when you're driving.
Okay.
Now, the first factor to consider is area. The area is the space all around your vehicle. Everything that's going to happen around your vehicle is going to happen in one of these 6 areas. Now, the first area is the front. Front right, right rear, rear, left rear, and front left. Now, obviously, you can't watch all these areas all the time. You don't have enough eyeballs for that. But with over-the-shoulder looks and checking in your mirrors, you'll do just fine. Now, the second factor to consider is path. There are 2 paths you need to think about: your line of sight and your direction of travel. Your line of sight is where you're looking, and your direction of travel is where you're going to be traveling. For example, let's say you're looking in your rearview mirror. Your line of sight will be in the rear. But since you're still going forward, your direction of travel will be forward.
Maybe I do need to write all this down.
You'll get this. Just so we got one more factor, okay? The final factor, which is condition. There are 3 possible conditions: open, closed, and changing.
Okay.
For example, if you're driving straight ahead and nothing's in your way, then your path is open. But if you're facing a brick wall, then your path is closed. So all together again: area, path, and condition. Simply put, area is the space around your vehicle. Path is the direction that you're looking or you're driving. And condition is what condition is the path in those areas. Does that seem to make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, not really.
All right, look, let's try a few examples. That'll help us.
Okay.
Looks like we got a traffic light up here that's red. Looks like you're gonna have to stop, huh?
Well, that is normally, what a red light means.
All right, pull up here. Okay, so what area is the traffic light in?
Well, it's directly in front of me, so I guess that would be my front area?
Correct. Now, what path is this affecting?
I am not sure.
Okay, well, you can still see in front of you, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you can't drive through a red light, so it's affecting your...
Oh, direction of travel.
Okay, and what is the condition here?
Well, since I can't go through a red light, I guess that means the direction of travel in my front area is closed.
That's correct. See, it's not that hard when you put it all together, right? Well, let's try one more example.
Okay.
Looks like there's a car up here, traveling in the opposite direction. So what area is that car in?
I guess that would be left front area, right?
Okay, and what path is he affecting?
Well, he's not really in my path, so I don't think it's affecting anything.
Au contraire. If you wanted to travel in the opposite direction, into the path of oncoming traffic, I mean, not that you would want to, but let's say you had to swerve away from something, that car would be in the way. You know, for example, let's say a dog just darted out in the middle of the road and you had to swerve away from him. You would know that that car is affecting your path of travel in the front left area. Plus, you can't see through him, so he's blocking your line of sight.
I suppose he is.
All right. And finally?
The condition. Well, since he's blocking both my line of sight to the left front area and also the direction of my travel, I guess the condition on both counts is closed.
Exactly. Oops, looks like the light is turning green. You're going to have to go now.
Through the open direction of travel I go.
Space management is all about seeing the road. And those 3 factors, search, evaluate, and execute, you're going to have to know really well because you're going to use them all the time. But the more you practice them, the more second nature they'll become.
Well, that sounds nice, but what do you exactly do with those steps?
Here's a stop sign. Let's stop up here and I'll show you. Now, before you can cross this intersection, you got to make sure it's safe, correct?
Correct.
All right, so you want to search the areas in question here. That would be the left front. Make sure there's no traffic coming from the left. Your right front. Make sure there's no traffic from the right. And then the front, because that's the area that you're going to be driving. Make sense so far? So now you're going to search your paths in all of those areas. Does it look clear?
Well, there appears to be nothing in my way.
Good. Then you know that your line of sight is all clear on those areas. But like, for example, if there was a huge truck on your left side there, then it would be blocking your line of sight in your left front area. Okay, now your direction of travel, is that all clear in front of you?
Yeah, looks pretty good to me.
Good, then you know that your direction of travel is all clear. Now you want to check your areas for any changing conditions. Anything look like it's coming from either direction?
No.
Good, then you know that your direction of travel is all clear in both directions and that there's no changing conditions. And so the final thing you have to do is execute.
Okay.
Right? Once you know that it's all safe, you can go ahead and go through the intersection.
All right.
All right. Sounds complex, but it really isn't.
You know, I guess all that explanation made it sound harder than it really was.
Yeah, but you know, the more you practice, it's going to become second nature, and you'll be able to do this, you'll be able to evaluate and understand what's going around your vehicle very easily. Become second nature, and that'll make you a safer driver.
Good.
Now, the point of all these space management techniques is to make sure that you're aware of everything that's going on around your car, constantly. Because the sooner you're aware, the sooner you can fix the problem.
Makes sense.
Now, you want to use these techniques to create a space cushion all around your vehicle. That way, you'll have time to react to anything that happens. For example, let's say a cow just falls out of the sky and lands in the middle of the street. What would you do?
Me? Oh, God, I'd freak out.
Exactly. That's why you need a space cushion all around you so you have time to react. If you're pinned up next to a bunch of cars, you're not going to have time to swerve away from that cow. And that cow is probably going to become street pizza.
Oh, gross.
You need to be constantly evaluating the space all around your vehicle. Make sure that you're maintaining a space cushion. Now, let's suppose that there's a car that's following too close to you, you know, that's invading your space cushion. What would you do?
Well, I suppose I could speed up.
Yeah, that's one option. Or you could slow down and let them pass you. Now, if you can't speed up or slow down because there's cars in front of you or behind you, you may need to change lanes to protect your space cushion. Now, you want to maintain that space cushion all around you, and that's why you have to pay attention all the time, so you know what's going on in all the areas of your car. And knowledge is power.
Wait, wasn't that on the Saturday morning cartoon show or something?
Oh, I just wrote that line myself.
Oh, you totally...
Oh, you think I stole that?
Oh, you did!
Well, I might have seen it on an after-school special.